So that was the journey, and because of XYZ reason, whosoever is live through Facebook and is not able to have a look at the profile video and the video, the work being done by National Water Mission, you may please check it on their website as well. And apart from that, it is also available in the previous events which we have done for National Water Mission. And with this, now I would like to invite Shri Ashok Kumarji for who is the managing director and additional secretary, National Water Mission. And I request Ashok ji to kindly propose the welcome address and also introduce us with the current topic, today's topic, which is prerequisite to Jal Jeevan Mission, raising water table prerequisite to Jal Jeevan Mission. Over to you, Ashok ji.
Good afternoon, but somehow there's a problem with the video link. I think audio, is it audible? Is it audible? Okay. Now,
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
There are some technical problems somehow. This is probably the 26th water talk we are doing. Almost 150 webinars we are doing. Probably this is the first time we had a sort of a technical glitch anyway. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Mahendra Mori sir also for coming for this talk. I'll take only a minute or so on general introduction. National Water Mission has been spearheading this campaign, Catch the Rain Where It Falls, When It Falls. It was launched by Honorable Prime Minister on March 22nd, and then unfortunately we had the COVID issue. And but before getting into the topics, I wish all the participants and all those their dear ones a very safe and healthy time. You know, it is a very difficult time for all of us. Despite that, the work has been going on. Today morning, in fact, we had a video conference with the Nehru Yuva Kendra people. Nearly 2.2 crore of them had joined us in the campaign. So from the last 4-5 months, we have had so many participations from the Nehru Yuva Kendra side, and as per the figure, we have almost 2.27 crore people have participated from their side in the campaign. And in the last week, we are meeting with NGOs. About 100 and almost 200 NGOs had participated, and we got about nearly 35,000 views, which means that the message has gone down to the people. And the latest report of Manrega, which is the main funding agency, says that nearly 12.5 lakh work on renovation of traditional water bodies and water harvesting structures are going on. So despite all these tough times, our spirit is still alive. We are working hard on that. A lot of people are doing work to catch the rain. So coming today's speaker, this is the 26th water talk. So last for the 25th Silver Jubilee celebration, we had our Rajendra Singh ji, the Waterman of India, coming. So today we have another very important shakhs, the 1986 batch officer of the IPS. वर्दी पहनते हैं बट वो पानी में कम करते हैं. That's this profile. He retired as Director General of Police in UP Technical Services and Special Investigations in UP Police. He was named as an advisor for water conservation to the UP government in 2017 because from 2008, when he was posted as DIG Jhansi in Budelkhand area, he had developed interest in water and water conservation works. He personally donates about 55% of his salary for the work related to water. And he has 4 patents on water harvesting conservations, other 12 books, and nearly 4,000 wells and all has been dug under his supervision. So he have developed new ways of handling water technology, and his mantra is, because we are using Galat techniques. So his technology is कम खर्च, कम स्थान लेने वाला, कम समय में करने वाला और कम कटना यानी सरल होना चाहिए, and कम प्रदूषण. These are the 5 things which he advises in his technology. So I'm welcoming sir to this talk. So this water talk is actually a platform for all water activists to join. So we are joined by water activists from various parts of the country because of the platform, web e-platform. We get people from various parts of the world even. joining us. So, you had started the Sajal Bharat Abhiyan in 2008, and it is still continuing, and a lot of work on rainwater harvesting structures you have done. So we are all eager to hear you. Over to Sir for his talk. Thank you. Sir, you can start your presentation.
Namaskar. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Start. Very good afternoon to all of you, my countrymen, inside the country, inside Bharat and abroad. And I am very much thankful to Sri Ashok Kumar, Additional Secretary, Government of India, Jal Shakti Mantralaya.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. This can be. Okay. Let us start now. And I hope all of you can see my PPT.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Let me start with the background of health problems India is facing just now. And I wish all of you to remain healthy, remain pleasant, and attend this session with full pleasure. I'm drawing your attention towards a small problem here. Small problem means I have to be bilingual. Some of us will not be able to understand English. In Indian languages also, I should translate, but I have to be bilingual, Hindi as well as English. Just now, I have to start with the saying that we are starting a lot of schemes in India related to water conservation, and Jal Jeevan Mission is one of them. But let me say that we have to be cautious in the point that all these programs, be it laboratories making of Shauchalaya for poor people, making of Har Ghar Nal, Har Nal Jal, even this, all these programs, all these schemes need leveling up the water table of the groundwater. तो जो हमें बेसिक काम करने हैं वो ये कि सबसे पहले जल संरक्षण का कार्य करना है और भूजल में जो जल का स्तर है उसे ऊंचा करना है। यह कार्य सिर्फ अधिकारियों का काम नहीं है, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का यह सिर्फ काम नहीं है, माननीय जल शक्ति मंत्री जी गजेंद्र सिंह शेखावत जी, उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री जी योगी जी, सिर्फ इनका काम नहीं है, बल्कि भारत के 1 अरब 38 करोड़ बाशिंदों का, नागरिकों का यह कार्य है। तो जो मॉडल मैंने विकसित किया है पिछले 14 वर्षों में, for all these 14 years that I have developed this model, I am taking up all them one by one. Now, first one is rainwater recharge system. So, what about the pointer? Arrow. Okay. This rainwater recharge system, number one is there, and recharge system. Yes, please. ऑफ तो हैं, हमारे सारे ऑफ हैं। आवाज नहीं आ रही है? अरे
आपके आवाज आ रहा है सर?
Sir, you're audible, sir. You're audible.
I'm hearing you very well.
We are hearing you, sir. We are hearing you well.
Okay. The second is revival of wells. Third one is rejuvenation of ponds. Fourth one is improved rain drainage system. Use of rainwater for toilets. Multi-story drinking rainwater. Improved drainage system. Trenches and check dams. And green movement in educational systems. Now, I can invite you to visit some of our models. Some are at Lucknow, Sitapur, Kanpur, Jhansi, and in 4 states of India. Some of these models have been here and will take up one by one. I have composed poems on conservation, but I am skipping them for now. Thereafter, I start from here. My 3 books are under printing. Awards, there are 14 awards, but I'm skipping all of them. When the Prime Minister of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India, gave this slogan and catchy slogan, if you catch the rain, then I'm adding another line. If you catch the rain, you will not need a water train. Just now we need a water train as it is happening even at present in Maharashtra. To start with, I'm giving you one design that is not by me. This is traditional design, designed for recharging trench with borewell method. So the design till now has been making a water tank, then boring, then piping, then recharging the aquifer directly. But this has been prohibited by Honorable National Green Tribunal and Groundwater Regulation Act of different states. Why there are disadvantages of this system? What are the disadvantages? When we recharge the aquifer directly, आज की तारीख में भारत के उत्तरी भारत के अधिकतर शहरों में प्रदूषण इतना बढ़ गया है कि हवा का, मानसून का जो एसिड रेन है, जो सॉल्युबल केमिकल्स हैं, जो हार्मफुल बैक्टीरिया है, सब के सब हमारे एक्यूफर में चले जाते हैं। बेशक यहाँ पर इंजीनियर एक बात कह सकते हैं कि साहब हम तो सैंड फिल्टर मीडिया लगाने के बाद रिचार्ज करते हैं, बट आई टेल यू दिस सैंड फिल्टर मीडिया इज filtering only silt, not the soluble acid which is dissolved in water, goes to aquifer directly. And secondly, the harmful bacteria goes with water directly to the aquifer. And then the dissolved chemicals also go to pollute them. So it is not of any use at all. So it must not be recharged directly. Then what should be done? So I am providing you with another model. And what is that model? This is one of my patents. In this system, I recharge rainwater only, nothing but only rainwater. सिर्फ और सिर्फ बारिश का पानी रिचार्ज करते हैं। कहाँ रिचार्ज करते हैं? गहराई उसकी 9.5 फीट नीचे होती है। इसमें एक दिशा से नहीं बल्कि 5 दिशाओं से वर्षा जल रिचार्जिंग होती है। The rainwater recharges not only vertically downward, but also in all the 4 horizontal directions outwardly. This is possible by making the system in such a way, which I have developed after practical experimentations for the last 15 years or so. Now, this system eliminates the possibility of making the aquifer polluted. It prohibits acid rain, harmful bacteria, any kind of bird droppings, any kind of insects, and any kind of soluble chemicals. Now, after that, whatever silt is deposited in this small chamber. There are two chambers. Small one has to, I have to desilt only the small chamber. ये सिस्टम हमने लखनऊ में, कानपुर में, सीतापुर में, तीनों जगह इसके मॉडल्स बनाए हैं and it is working very fine. To desilt the small chamber, only one person is needed. It takes only a few minutes, and the other chamber, the main chamber, recharging chamber, you will have to desilt it once in 5 years, not before that. So it is a very hassle-free system, very economical and pollution-free model. And with some modifications, all the buildings of India, all the parks of India, especially in the plain areas, and also with some modifications, there are 3 sub-models on this system itself, which I have developed. This can be copied, replicated all over India. And this is very economical in the sense that it can save as high as 80 to 90% of the present expenditure which we have at present. Now, I will switch over to next system. These are practicals. Here, this left-hand side, you are seeing, this was already, and this is already functional at Police Enclave Vibhuti Khand, Lucknow, India. Now, main chamber is here. Here is the small chamber. Here is a chamber without using cement. It is made of only bricks. Bricks will be on the ground of the small chamber only. In the larger chamber, on the grounds, there are many innovations. Now, you can see this water. This is the photograph taken in May. And in May and June also, the water level is 10 feet. It means if you add a bucket, take a bucket, you add rope of 11 feet, you can fetch a bucket full of water. So this is the level of water. And this is not only in Lucknow, this is also in Jhansi and at hundreds of 300s of places wherever I have started this model. Now on the right hand side is Mr. Ranjan Kumar, Commissioner, Divisional Commissioner, presently Lucknow. And this system is again at Lucknow. Here is the small chamber. Here is the big chamber. This is covered. Not even bird droppings will be allowed to fall. No, nothing. And you'll be surprised to know that all the rainwater collected at 600 square meters of water catchment area, all of them is being recharged here very smoothly. Now, naturally, an engineer or anybody can ask me, how can it go to aquifer? But with my experience, I tell you, in Police Enclave Lucknow, just by recharging the groundwater, leaving it at a 10 feet height, within 60 days, it went down to recharge up to 300 feet because the tube well, which was dried up for May and June 2 months, 17 June was the first monsoon rainfall in 2012. Within 60 days exactly, it was dried for 2 months and then started giving water. So it recharges very smoothly. This is my experiment, unfailing experiment. Of course, there may be some places which have black soil or clay soil or may have rocky area. There you will have to go up to only first dried aquifer that is at the most 20 feet deep pipe, at the most. Otherwise, in 75 to 80% areas, you will not have any problem in recharging. So this is the recharging system, very economical, maybe just 1.4 lakh at the most, you will have it, no problem. Then I proceed to next, and then you can see the problem, how the model, how clean the water is even after collecting the rainwater only. And then we are coming to another model that is there in Technical Services Headquarter, that is Forensic Science Laboratory Headquarter at Lucknow, where in approximately 1,45,000 square feet area, I returned the government money almost 45 lakhs back. And then just by Shramdan, within 15 days, we started 95% water recharging. Then I'm showing you another model, that is a Gausala in Jhansi village is Kanchanpur, where 40,000 liters of rooftop rainwater of the Gausala, that is cow shed, we are collecting and feeding the cow for 5 months, 4.25 liters per year. And then this is Sakrar Jhansi Gausala, 15 acres of land that was barren land. Now it is lush green by just recharging, and it is with the help of Shramdan. So it is can do wonder. Then we have the system of wells revival. Another model I have is that is called Mahendra Koop, Maha Indra Koop. Koop means well. Indra is related to his the god of water, and you can see before this was dead well earlier. Now water has come up. Then there are 3 models, rather 4 models, which according to the composition of soil, in the system that is Mahendra Koop model, there are 3 kinds of minor modifications. So according to plateau area or hilly area or plain area, this varies. You can see this well was dried up for almost 18 years. Got it cleaned up. After clean, this is the model. Then trenches made around the well. Then this is the new revived well, and it is providing water for all the 365 days. And this happened in just one monsoon recharging. Now, why this success? Why one monsoon recharging is sufficient? Because around the well, 3 trenches have to dug up, and all the water in the lanes passing besides the well, by making और मेड़बंदी करने के बाद बारिश का पानी वहां पर रोक करके इन ट्रेंचेज में रिचार्जिंग करते हैं. मनरेगा से भी हम इसका काम कर सकते हैं. Materials and labor component will be available. In cities, in villages, security should be provided. But if you don't have money, if you are doing it but with Shramdan only, then the depth of the trench will be just 1 or 2 feet, maximum 24 inches, depending on what kind of children do we have. So it is easy. All kinds of wells, tube well, hand pump, bore well, dug well, all will be revived, and this can be done. And I tell you, if we add all these 4-5 kinds of systems of wells, we add up the numbers, The projected figure, if I'm not wrong, in India, the number of hand pumps, tube wells, bore wells, dug wells should be around 13 crores, 13 crores. And how much time will it take to recharge the well? It will take, I say, if the whole country tries, with Shramdan also, with the help of government also, maximum within 2 months. Why? You see, suppose one person from one family puts his labor only for 5 minutes plus 5 minutes, because those who are intellectuals or consider themselves intellectuals. This is the corona. That is my experience. Those who sweat out, those who do some physical labor, those who value the dignity of manual labor, those who take sun rays, those who take sun baths, their immunity power increases. So from today, as the Honorable Prime Minister says, put in 2 hours of manual labor every week. Not even 2 hours is needed. 1 hour, 1 week, one person or one person per family is sufficient. Then all the wells will have recharge trenches. Then I'm proceeding. Advantages I have already told you. Systems. And what is the result? Result is very wonderful. This is 37 Battalion PAC Jhansi, covering an area of 220 acres. This is the dried hand pump. Dry. After 3 months, when we got trenches dug up with the help of machines, here is one of them. Here is a hand pump, and you can see water is flowing there. Then another, you can see water is flowing. This is a video, but I should not waste my time here. I should proceed. You can carefully, if you see, this is water is flowing down, but here it is dried up. So before and after. Now, what precautions should we have while making a trench? The trench which is surrounded by nearest to the well, nearest to the hand pump, that will be almost 5 feet deep. But the added linked trench to it, it can be just 3 feet deep, 2 feet deep, and it should be able to stop all the runoff of rainwater passing through it. It will collect maximum time. It will recharge the nearest vicinity of the hand pump. हैंड पंप के चारों ओर जो ट्रेंच होगा वो लगभग 5 फीट गहरा अगर रखते हैं, मतलब सबसे ज्यादा गहरा रखते हैं, और इससे जो कनेक्टेड जो जुड़ा हुआ ट्रेंच है जो इतना लंबा आपको दिख रहा है, वो दूर तक जहां तक जगह है वो 3 फीट गहरा मात्र रहेगा, और आसपास की बारिश का सारा रन ऑफ इस ट्रेंच में पहले लंबे ट्रेंच में आएगा, फिर वो हैंड पंप या ट्यूबवेल के चारों तरफ के ट्रेंच में रिचार्जिंग करता रहेगा। तो चूंकि धरती बहुत प्यासी हो चुकी है हैंडपंप के चारों तरफ, वो पूरी तरह से फुल्ली सैचुरेटेड होगा, क्योंकि मैसिव वाटर रिचार्जिंग होगी, अधिक से अधिक वर्षा जल की रिचार्जिंग होगी, और वर्षा जल करीब करीब साफ होता है। तो इसीलिए मैं वर्षा जल की रिचार्जिंग पर ज्यादा जोर देता हूँ। जो रिसाइकलिंग ऑफ यूज्ड वाटर है वो काफी एक्सपेंसिव भी होता है एज कंपेयर टू दिस सिस्टम। इसलिए मैं आपको बता दूं कि जो 14 हैंडपंप 37 बटालियन पीएसी झांसी के सूखे हुए थे, सारे के सारे 3.5 महीने में जिंदा हो गए। पत्रकारों ने जाकर देखा और ये एक बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि हुई। अब आप वाटर का फोर्स देख सकते हैं वहीं पे उसी कैंपस में, जबकि 40 साल से उस कैंपस में पानी नहीं था और 40 किलोमीटर दूर से वहां पानी आता था। अब हम दूसरे मॉडल पर शिफ्ट करने जा रहे हैं और उस मॉडल को मैं आपको यहां दिखाने जा रहा हूं। ये भी हमारा patented model है. You see, there is Paris Accord signed in December 2015 and dedicated to arresting the global warming, reducing the temperature of the world by 2 degrees Celsius or 1 degree Celsius as compared to the pre-industrial stage. Naturally, it is a huge, ambitious task, and this calls for cooperation from not only government or governments of India and states of India, but also of India. तो उसी दिशा में मेरा एक मॉडल है, और मॉडल का नाम है एनर्जी फ्री रूफटॉप रेन वाटर दैट टू मल्टी स्टोरी बिल्डिंग्स. छत पर का बिजली मुक्त यानी ऊर्जा मुक्त शुद्ध वर्षा जल सीधे बहुमंजिली इमारत में. अब इस मॉडल के जो डिफरेंट, मैं बारी बारी से आपको दिखाने जा रहा हूं. ये हमारा शेड है, और शेड भी टाइल्स का है. ये ट्रांसपेरेंट शीट है, ये ओपेक शीट है, और ये जब सिस्टम बना उसके बाद ये पूरी तरह से ट्रांसपेरेंट शीट है, और ये हमारा वाटर टैंक है. हम यहाँ पर नेक्स्ट उसी को बढ़िया से दिखाने जा रहे हैं कि अगर मान लिया जाए, आप दिल्ली की बात करें, दिल्ली हैज एन एरिया ऑफ 1484 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर्स, having an average rainfall of 61 centimeters per annum. Now, if we see the population of Delhi to be around 2 crores or more, whatever water falls in Delhi, if we collect according to the advice and slogan of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, catch the rain wherever it rains, when it rains, then each and every individual, every citizen of Delhi should have 70% more water than he needs. Now, this model is my model in the sense that I will tell you, without spending electricity, because we are not extracting groundwater, but with the help of gravitational pull, we are collecting where? These are the collection pipes. Then this will go to, this is the water tank. Now, overhead tanks all over India has one design. And what is the design? The rainwater falling over the overhead tank goes west to the ground. We do not collect it. But here in this model, there are so many innovations. Number one, all the rainwater, that is 80% of the rainwater, because I have 3 parts in the tank, T1, T2, T3, 3 chambers of the rainwater tank. Now, chamber number 1 and 2, all the water falling over the chamber 1 and 2, that is 80% of the falling water, rainwater, will also be collected inside the rainwater tank. And this is tank. Now, to give a closer picture of it, here is the rooftop of the rainwater tank. This rainwater also gets collected from this place. Before that, I throw the acid rain, and I tell you here, yes, this is the filter and valve. Valve throws out the waste drain also and dirty water. After that, 10 micron filters are there. Then after filtration, the water goes inside the tank. Inside the tank, again, there are so many innovations. There are some innovations to clean it further. And before falling into T3, that is tank number 3, again, there is FPO, that is a chamber having sand filter, which is not needed, but carbon filter is needed, so carbon filter is there. and thereafter in the last, drinking water will be made after passing to UV filter, that is ultraviolet filter. So here will be ultraviolet filter, and then this is drinking water. The chamber has a capacity of 15,000 liters. That is capacity of 1 month's, one family's water, drinking water and all kinds of water. So here is a lesson for those companies who extract groundwater for making mineral water or bottling water. For bottling water, I'm providing employment opportunities to the young man. This is the model. Just now, during lockdown period, I have made it, constructed it with my personal resources and with the help of some friends and with the help of some Shramdan also. So this will be drinking water in what kind of bottles? The bottles will be recyclable. So it will be a totally green movement. And this has to be done and followed all over India. Why all over India? Because if this system is applied in every building of India, it is applicable all over India or even all over the world. If we do so, in India itself, according to preliminary estimate, 2.6 trillion kilowatt hour of electricity will be saved. Now, why I'm putting emphasis on saving of electricity? Because though the Honorable Prime Minister has made efforts to make green energy, solar energy for us, even now 61.5% of electricity used in India is thermal power. Out of that, 53% is from coal, and coal is very, very polluting. We have to arrest global warming also and pollution also. And this is adding to this thermal power, especially coal power or diesel power or gas power or lignite power. This is all thermal power. This is adding to global warming. And we have to reduce global warming. So this is the green movement we must start. And it's a very hassle-free. The maintenance is less than 10% of the AMC of an RO system. In RO, we waste water. In this system, every single drop is being used except discarding the 0.5% of acid rain. So now I'm switching over to another model. All these I have told you, and I'm also showing you that the minerals, when you talk of this, one may raise the question that it is as good as RO water, distilled water. Agree, but this is not harmful. This is not tasteless. It's very tasty water. And if you want mineral, why not you have natural minerals? Where will we have those natural minerals? Those natural minerals, we can have mineralization. But I'm not suggesting mineralization, though it can be done. We can have natural lemon, papaya, banana, millets, sahajan, that is moringa and drumstick, jamun, सौंफ, पान का पत्ता, ये नेचुरल मिनरल्स हैं जो हम ले सकते हैं. And again I'm saying that water footprint, processing of 1 kg of sugar needs 1,582 liters of water. So naturally, this kind of problem has to be avoided. And again, I'm telling you that if you go in for thermal power, 1 kilowatt, that is 1 unit of thermal electricity, spends 3 liters of water. So by saving electricity, we also save water. So this is the model of future of India. This is the model of 21st century. Now, experience for each and every state, I'm telling you that at least 40% districts of India, if it adopts my model, suppose we are in Meghalaya, 15 to 37 floors, just by having 15,000 liters or 1 month's capacity of rainwater tank, you can have 12 months water for the domestic purposes, all kinds of domestic purposes. Then there are, I divide India into 3 parts for this purpose. Some will have 10 months, some will have 8 months, some will have 6 months, but you will have this rainwater. And if we don't draw groundwater, don't extract or exploit groundwater for 6 months or 12 months or 10 months, we will be saving and raising the water table. So that's what I say, emphasize that raising water table of the ground is precondition or prerequisite to Jal Jeevan Mission meet a success. Now, then there are all the states have calculated how many months you can water and how much electricity can be saved. And if you go for all over the world, almost 8 trillion kilowatt hour of electricity all over the world can be saved. पूरी दुनिया में 8 खरब किलोवाट बिजली से भी ज्यादा प्रति वर्ष बिजली की बचत हो जाएगी। तो इस तरह से ये जो मॉडल है इसको हमें अपनाना ही चाहिए। और जो एग्जिस्टिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं, मल्टी स्टोरी बिल्डिंग्स हैं, उसमें भी ये तैयार हो जाएगा। और जो नई बिल्डिंग हम बनाएंगे उसके ऊपर हम रेन वाटर टैंक बना करके भी इसको बना सकते हैं। तो एडिशनल पिलर की हमें जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, लेकिन जो एग्जिस्टिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स है उसमें सिर्फ पिलर पे हम इस तरह का मॉडल खड़ा कर सकते हैं। अब यहीं पर एक बात और मैं आपको बताना जा रहा हूं कि पूरे देश में शौचालय, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने गरीबों के लिए शौचालय बनाया। बेशक यह बहुत ही प्रशंसनीय कदम है कि सब शौचालय बना दिया, गरीबों के लिए सफाई अभियान और स्वच्छता अभियान चला। लेकिन हम पानी कहां से लाएंगे? क्योंकि शौचालयों में पानी की खपत, जो आदमी शौच निवृत्ति के लिए 1 लोटा में काम चलाता था, उसकी खपत कम से कम 10 गुना बढ़ गई सफाई और मेंटेनेंस के कारण। ड्यू टू मेंटेनेंस एंड क्लीनलीनेस of the laboratories, one has to spend at least 10 times water, and that is naturally it is groundwater. So I'm providing you with a model. So all the development authorities of India, if needed, should amend their Development Authority Act by doing what? I'm showing you a model. This is again Lucknow. Here is a lavatory. Here is the rainwater tank. Rainwater tank is above the lavatory. And this is lane, road. The rainwater falling over the road creates water logging, makes ponds, wastes our road. And where does it go? Unfortunately, we the so-called educated persons in cities have allowed to mess up the rainwater with the drainage system. गंदा पानी में हमने उसको मिला दिया। तो मैंने क्या किया कि एक आइडिया दिया है कि देखिए ये हमारा मात्र 3 इंच जगह हमने घेरी, पिलर लगाया 16 से 18 फीट तक, और ये शेड लगाया। ये शेड हमारा पानी कलेक्ट कर रहा है, रेन वाटर टैंक पे गिर रहा है, यहीं पे फिल्ट्रेशन हो जा रहा है। इसमें पीछे वाल्व लगा हुआ है और फिल्टर भी लगा हुआ है, और वो यहीं पे और भी एडिशनल रेन वाटर टैंक है। साल भर में हम 24,000 लीटर 24,000 लीटर्स of water can be saved, and it can be utilized inside the lavatory and the bathroom. यहाँ पर हमें न यूवी फिल्टर की जरूरत है, न कार्बन फिल्टर की जरूरत है। जस्ट सिंपल फिल्ट्रेशन के बाद हम इसको लेबोरेटरी में यूज कर सकते हैं। So this is another model. There are 6 models and then 4 more models, almost 11 models I'm providing for the people of India. And myself and Sri Sunil Kapoor, we want to have a joint venture to start up a people-friendly green movement with academy, water and cleaning academy. This is our proposal, but this is now Corona period. But we can have this model and we can provide training. My books can provide training. Then there are another models. pond. So how many types of things do we need? This is the model of pond. What the pond like? इस समय जो तालाब बनते हैं ना, मैं गोड्डा जिला में गया झारखंड में, जल संरक्षण के ही कार्य से गया था। वहां मैंने तब मुझे बताया गया कि 50 लाख रुपए में एक तालाब बनाया गया, मॉडल तालाब। और जो एंट्री ऑफ वाटर वहां पे उस तालाब में होना है, वो मात्र 2 फीट डायमीटर के एक पाइप से अंदर जाना था पानी। चारों तरफ से डगअप मड, सारी मिट्टी चारों तरफ से ढक दी गई। तो तालाब में पानी कहां से आएगा? तालाब में पानी के लिए कम से कम 25% खुले रूप में पानी तालाब में कलेक्ट होना चाहिए। अब व्हाट इज न्यू इन माय मॉडल? मेरा मॉडल तब काम करेगा, दिस इज द पर्पस ऑफ दिस मॉडल इज टू मिनिमाइज द इवेपोरेशन लॉस। गर्मी बढ़ती जा रही है, बारिश हर साल घटती जा रही है। एवरी ईयर द टेम्परेचर इंक्रीजेस with at least 0.4 degrees Celsius of increase average, and rainwater runoff precipitation is again falling each and every year on an average. So like 2014 and 15, when we had scanty rainfall, my model will come into picture and save you from evaporation. My model of talab, that is pond, will have 2 parts at least. Water will be collected at first in first part. If the is 10 feet, the transportation pipe is just 2 feet in diameter, from 9 to 11 feet. The dug up soil is again added to 3 sides of the ponds, even above the transportation pipes. The retaining wall of these 2 chambers of the pond will be natural soil, undug, untouched. So it is not adding to our expenditures. Only 5 to 10% expenditure, more expenditure is needed. So what will happen? If there is scanty rainfall, less rainfall, then first chamber will be filled up. Water will be collected in second chamber. So naturally, the surface area will become half. Since the second chamber will have no water, there will be no evaporation loss. The first chamber, that is 50% of the surface area, will have evaporation loss. So I have reduced it to 50%. But if there are 3 or 4 chambers, then naturally 67%, 75% of evaporation loss may be arrested. Because there are some areas where 6 to 10 hectares of ponds, such a big, large water tanks are being built up. Then at least, but I suggest 2 chambered ponds, that will be ideal. So I'm giving you the advantages you can have. Then you can see it provides rainwater desilting, storing and conservation system, which reduces the loss of water due to evaporation. Whenever there is less rainfall, this invented water conservation system reduces loss of water by evaporation. जब बारिश कम होगी तो हमारा जो वास्तविक से पानी का हो रहा है, वह हानि हमारी 50% से लेकर 75% तक घट जाएगी। आम आदमी इसे बढ़िया से बना सकता है। जब भारत की ये योजना चली, हर खेत में पानी और उसमें हर खेत में तालाब की बात करते हैं, तो कई जगहों पर लोग गलती से 4%, 6%, 10% तक एरिया सिर्फ तालाब में बर्बाद कर देते हैं। इसकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है। इवन रिचार्जिंग के लिए मैं आपको बता दूं, चूंकि 5 दिशाओं में तालाब से पानी रिचार्ज होता है, तो रिचार्जिंग के लिए 1% से मैक्सिमम 2.5% वाटर कैचमेंट एरिया का सफिशिएंट है तालाब करने के लिए, जलाशय बनाने के लिए। और जब उसका हम पानी सिंचाई के लिए प्रयोग करना चाहेंगे, when we want to use it for irrigation, then also the depth may be 12 feet, but the recharge area or the area of the pond need not exceed 2.5% at all. No big tank is needed. The problem with the present models is that instead of adding all the water catchment areas, connecting it with the ponds, they are just making problems by enlarging the water, the surface area of the pond. So larger the surface area, more is the evaporation loss. So it has to be controlled. This is all about ponds. Then there are drainage system, and management of drainage system is a must. I'm showing you here. This is a picture at Lucknow, and this is the picture at Delhi. The coverage, the drainage coverage, you can see all kinds of dirts and filths are entering into the drainage system. So this is not the model that we deserve. Here, it should be like this: small holes with 1 inch diameter. This will allow water or water mixed up with soil, but it will stop dirt. Secondly, instead of allowing this transportation of rainwater by such drainage systems, we should have had here rainwater recharge system. So every model for the smart city, I suggest there should be a rainwater recharge system besides the roads or wherever the rain falls, as the Honorable Prime Minister says, wherever it falls, wherever it rains, whenever it rains, it should be recharged into the ground and not messed up with the drainage, dirty drainage. So then there are results. This is village Ballampur village of Jhansi. झांसी का बल्लमपुर गांव 8.5 एकड़ की जमीन में ट्रेंचेस से फिर इसको कुआं से जोड़ा गया, और कुआं के बाद ये है आपका फिर पूरी हरियाली। और ये देख रहे हैं आप पूरी हरियाली, ये सिर्फ वाटर कंजर्वेशन से संभव हुआ, हमारे मॉडल से, मोदी मॉडल से संभव हुआ। उसी तरह से 380 एकड़ में झांसी का रानी लक्ष्मीबाई मेडिकल कॉलेज फैला हुआ है। The Rani Lakshmibai Medical College of Jhansi spans over 380 acres of land in Jhansi, and here is Principal Dr. N.S. Sengar. And 7 years ago, I had a presentation there, and after making trenches, now the campus is lush green. So there are so many 4,700 acres of land. And then I also suggest that instead of having bath with soap, have lemon baths. नींबू स्नान अगर आप करेंगे, there will be multi-dimensional advantages. नदी नींबू पानी से 80% वाटर सेविंग होती है। पहले मैं 60 लीटर पानी से स्नान करता था, जब से नींबू पानी से स्नान कर रहा हूँ 12 लीटर पानी सफिशिएंट है नींबू पानी से स्नान करने के लिए। 12 liter water is sufficient for taking bath if we take the help of water for baths and avoid soap baths. And this lemon can be grown anywhere in India. The twin ponds I'm suggesting, the dividing wall may have plantation of bushes, fruit-bearing bushes like lemon tree. It is very easy. Then we Gomti River at Lucknow, and we had 2,000 strong persons in 2018. We had a Gomti River Conservation Drive, and then making so many systems there. Then there are awards, but I'm keeping one of them, most of them, because it will be saving our time. this police department had police functions, police day, and I had a special gallery for me for all my water conservation projects depicted and shown here. So, and then there are international events at Delhi, German Chancellor at Delhi, and we have at functions at different places of India, and science functions and different colleges. Educational movement, this is National College of Lucknow, 65 colleges, 700 students, 1300 students, 700 are sitting in the hall. We had this movement, and this can be continuous with the help of the government. Then we have Mr. Sunil Kapoor with us. We can have a common academy for training all the people of India for water conservation. Now, I have some suggestions, and the suggestions, समय वहां पे कहाँ पे है वो टाइप कराए थे. Yes. Now, I have some suggestions for the government as well. About very straightforward, I have already told you. Institutional training to Indian students of engineering should have a change. All the rich traditional water harvesting and management systems built up during the reign of Krishnadev Raya ji, Ahilyabai ji, and all the old kingdoms, they should be studied, be it Jabalpur or Bijapur or anywhere in India. But they are our Indian students are not being studying it. That should be made compulsory as part of the educational curriculum. Then rainwater recharge system besides the roads as part of the smart city, it must be undertaken. And when we have rainwater recharge systems provision in buildings, all kinds of buildings, some states have it for 200 square meters, some have for 300 square meters compulsory, but this so-called compulsory is only on paper, because after submitting the map and getting the map passed, forget to make the rainwater recharge systems in their homes. So what should we do? There should be some changes. The passing of maps should be a two-phase event. First should be provisional map for 1 or 2 years. Second will be permanent map. After you complete the rainwater recharge system, harvesting system during first year or maximum 2 years, only then your map will be passed permanently. This provision must be inculcated, introduced in every state of India. So strict enforcement of water conservation laws are must if we want to save our humanity, our present civilization. हम यदि इतिहास के गर्त के इतिहास के पन्नों में बराबर के लिए लुप्त नहीं होना चाहते, तो हमें जल संरक्षण करना ही होगा, और ये हर घर में करना पड़ेगा. और हमारा जो फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में है, मौलिक कर्तव्य हमारे संविधान का, उसमें साइंटिफिक टेम्पर, वाटर कंजर्वेशन, एनवायरमेंट कंजर्वेशन, this should be made compulsory into laws. If we implement and enforce, make it enforceable. I suggest to the government compulsory for every India. Fundamental right की तरह fundamental duties अगर हमने implement कर दिया, India will be a superpower. So, then educational institutions, all the educational institutions, the laws must be implemented with strictness, which is not. Even in Tamil Nadu, which I visited in 2014, there was much talk about that there is very good and the best water management, water harvesting system in Tamil Nadu, in all kinds of homes. But When I found there, it is for new buildings only, not for old buildings. Then you can see what is the percentage of water harvesting percentage of buildings. It is not even 25%. But so this must be reformed. It has to be made compulsory for one and all, for everybody, for every house. Now, next is setting target to raise the water table by housing societies, sector, villages, currents, blocks for the people. The people will set their target to recharge or make recharge system within 3 months. Now, just now what is happening? Take the example of Lucknow. I am living in Sarju apartment of Lucknow, Gomti Nagar. I tell you, at least 1/3 of rainwater goes waste out of the campus. And the rainwater recharge system has been constructed in such a way that it is not recharging 100%. So it must be compulsory for 100%. Now this target has to be set by the people of the housing societies themselves. Now the government will review it, modify the target of the people, and help them by suggestions. Then training models, and government should start training or technical assistance to the people. Then I suggest allocate government budget up to 25%. What is the time? For water management, for development, for housing welfare societies, 25% budget to be deposited in 2 parts for the housing welfare societies in form of awards. They themselves will make it. It will minimize the pilferation. And then not only 25%, more and more areas will have recharge system. Now my talk is over. Now I open myself to questions and answer session. So I close here. Thank you very much. Now let us start question and answer sessions.
Very nice, sir. It was excellent talk. And आपने काफी प्रैक्टिकल बात की, काफी हमने बहुत सारा वेबिनार्स किए थे, इसमें कई theoretical expressions आते थे, but आपने बहुत practical बातें की है, and some of them are actually linking up with what we had been telling. हमारा तो कैच द रेन कैंपेन सर हम पिछले 1 साल से चला रहा हूँ. We started actually in last year February में शुरू किया था. जो भी points आपने बताया, that most of them are part of it, sir. One, our first primary emphasis was on the rooftop rainwater harvesting structures, and we are very clearly told that not a single drop of water should come out of the compound. जैसे आपने बताया. So we had been telling that rooftop rainwater harvesting structures in all buildings, and this point which you had mentioned that the structures are built and then it is wasted. So this I had actually flagged up in many meetings today morning, also in the Nehru Yuva Kendra meeting. I had suggested that maintenance is one major issue. जैसे आपने बताया वो sanction के लिए they take this दिखाएंगे, वो कुछ बनाएंगे, and then sanction होने के बाद उसको छोड़ देंगे. So there actually the rainwater harvesting होता नहीं है. So we have suggested that in the drive which we are now doing the Catch the Rain campaign, one of the first primary focus is that maintenance of the existing rainwater harvesting structures. हम बताया कि because of now COVID issue, COVID के वजह से we are probably not able to make big tanks and check dams and all these things. इसलिए we have told that our primary focus this year should be on maintaining the rooftop rainwater harvesting structures to बताएं, because पत्ते वत्ते गिरे होंगे, वो channels block किए होंगे, so उसको सुधारने के लिए, मेंटेनेंस करने के लिए, फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी देने के लिए आज भी मैंने सुबह अपने इसमें किया था. दैट इज वन पॉइंट व्हिच यू आल्सो मेंशन. सो दिस इज वन थिंग व्हिच वी हैव टू डू, सर. सेकंड, यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स ऑन द रोड्स. वी आर आल्सो आई मीन advocating that, sir, because now the concretization has come in many of the area. Concrete आ गया, टाइल्स आ गया, इसलिए पानी अपने कॉम्पाउंड में नहीं रुक रहा है. It is all coming to the roads and damaging the roads. इसलिए our point is that not a drop of water should come out of the compound. Then वो भी हमने जैसे आपने बताया, that is also being. Third is this roads maybe either side of the road there's a lot of potential of catching the road. In fact, the drains के नीचे भी we have told that if the bottom part of the drain is kept open, water बहते बहते sink हो जाते हैं. That also can be possible because अभी क्या हो गया, we are making blocks, box type culverts बनाते हैं, वो चारों ओर concrete से बना देते हैं, so the पानी does not go down. So we have suggested that अगर नीचे का हिस्सा छोड़ के दोनों साइड सेफ्टी के लिए रखेंगे तो पानी बहते बहते थोड़ा सिंक भी हो सकता है. That is also another thing, sir. And about the other point which we were taking is about repairing of the old. I'm just telling these are the parts of the Catch the Rain campaign. So repairing and of old check dams and ponds. पहले इसको enumerate कर रहा है. So that अभियान चल रहा है. Whatever be the water bodies in the entire state district, we are enumerating it, geotagging it, and उसको अगर maintain करना है तो maintenance करना है. So first of all, we are making an inventory of the water bodies and उसको maintenance करना है. Encroachment removal drive is another important aspect of it. काफी डैम्स में चेक पॉन्ड्स में encroachment हो गया तो encroachment पहले बाउंड्री मार्क करना है और इसके अंदर encroachment है तो उसको दो कैटेगरी डिवाइड करना है, परमानेंट encroachment और टेम्पररी encroachment. टेम्पररी encroachment को अभी हटाना है, परमानेंट encroachment को probably legal process लेकर वो चलेंगे. And another point is regarding the channels which bring water to the water bodies, उसको भी उसका भी encroachment हटा के करने के लिए. And the last point which we were pushing is about the use of traditional water bodies like your temple ponds, your step wells, which are felt in disuse, though that also has to be repaired. So this is the comprehensive plan of the Catch the Rain campaign. So as you rightly mentioned, the tagline says catch the rain where it falls, when it falls. Jahan barse, jab bhi barse. It is a question of decentralized storage of water, and it has advantages of preventing urban flooding, as you rightly said. We had discussion with many senior officers also, and Delhi CM के पास भी 2-3 बार मिल चुके हैं उनको. And then we told them that आपका मिंटो ब्रिज में आप जो पानी जमा होने से जो बस फंस गया था वो सब होगा नहीं if the rainwater is stored in your own compound. So one suggestion which you made was very good, sir, about collective storage of water and then setting targets on their own. And this is also very good that provisional approval of maps, so that एक साल बना के रखेंगे, दिखाएंगे और 5-3 साल के बाद दोबारा जाके चेक करके उसका फाइनल अप्रूवल दे रहा. That's a very good, sir. And this energy free rooftop rainwater infrastructure भी बहुत बढ़िया. So many and your that small chamber and the big chamber, these are all very, very practical solutions, and I hope that today's participants would listen to it. And because next 1.5 months is very crucial for us, because what we are telling is that rain aane se pehle, if you keep the natural bartan ready, we'll be able to catch as much possible as water. And so that our idea is at least a large percentage of water which now flows to the rivers and creates floods, if that can be stored in a decentralized pattern, we will be able to increase the water table, reduce the urban flooding, etc. And maybe in 6-7 months, next summer, maybe we could have a tanker Mukta Bharat. So that is what we are looking, sir. It's very wonderful hearing to you, and many of our thoughts were also matching, sir. It's very, very good that you also said about that involving students and teachers. So we have actually returned to many of these school children, university children, exactly for watching these things. So we get about 2.5 lakh to 2 lakh people sometimes viewing our water talks, etc. ज़्यादातर लोग बच्चे join करते because a lot of children join us, so they are actually will be inspired by this water literacy movement which we are doing. Thanks a lot, sir. Once again, we'll look forward for your suggestions and join hands with us, sir. You are always welcome to guide us and help us in catching the rain and making this movement a general andolan. Thank you, sir. now we will have this question and answer session. Anupama, can we have that question and answer session?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So thank you so much, sir. Like Shubhji mentioned, it was wonderful hearing from you, and I'm sure all of our lovely audience also enjoyed it and learned through this, found it informative, and now we are officially opening for the Q&A session. For all those who have joined us for the first time, I'm just quickly telling you the format. If you have any query, you may please raise your hand, or you can also type your query in the chat box. Once you raise your hand, I'll take your name and maybe we can unmute you. You introduce yourself and then put forward your query. So we are officially open for question answer session. We have Mr. Amit Gori. Can we have Mr. Amit Gori?
Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for this session and the different types of water harvesting structure that you have guided us. Sir, my name is Amit Gori. I am working in a chemical company and I am working in CSR department. And from last 3 years, we are also working in the water harvesting things, different things. So I just wanted to clarify one point. We have been doing this rooftop rainwater harvesting in the nearby villages, where we are using this drum technique. From this shed, we are diverting this water into the drums which are hold, and that drum are 2 meters away from the bore wells, and these drums are dig 10 feet down. So is this the right technique? Because we want to capture the water into the aquifer and not into the storage tanks. So is this the right technique? See, if you want, if you can suggest some modification in that, then we can try in the next year or this year, sir.
Here is the time, just now is the time, we must start just now. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Need not wait for next year or next day. We have to start just now. We are not left with much time.
Sir, we
So
have already done that.
Okay, let me complete. You have to ask the question. Let me complete. You
Sorry.
are suggesting about a drum. Drum you may or may not use. Probably for being economical, you are using drum. Otherwise, or second reason may be that कि जो किनारे से मिट्टी उसके अंदर जा करके उसको siltation ना कर दे, it should not make add to silts inside the rainwater harvesting structure. You are adding this drum. You see, you are asking how to raise the water level of the well. This water, even if you recharge just at the depth of 5 feet or 4 feet or 10 feet, it will go down in at least 75% cases. There are some patches having black soil or clay soil or rock, like in Bundelkhand or any plateau area, where you will have small boring and piping up to the first aquifer. First aquifer means कि मान लिया जाए कभी 17 feet की गहराई पे, it happens in Gomti Nagar, Chinhat, Lucknow, till 17 feet there used to be once an aquifer. Now it is dry, it is sandy, so it will recharge water. So don't think of where is the water level at present. You have to make a deep bore only up to first aquifer. Pipe, you have to do piping only up to first aquifer. When if it is dry, we are not seeking any water giving strata or water giving aquifer. Yahi pe aap rok dijiye. It will recharge. Now, since you have added, whether it is clay soil or cotton soil or black soil, that place at these places, of course, recharging is difficult. But it's not difficult that those who make a bore up to 60 feet, 80 feet, that is not needed. Just first aquifer is enough, and it will to your surprise, in 95% cases, it will go up to your that aquifer from where you are drawing water. Next.
Thank you, sir. Actually, this drum model काफी हमारे water talks में कई बार आया सर. What they used to do was this about 10 feet का जो barrel water barrel में hose.
I know, I have heard.
Yes, that's what Tamil Nadu में काफी popular है ये. They used to do a lot of.
See, even if you don't have a drum or just have a trench, that is a गड्ढा जो होता है ना, ditch, वो भी 5 डायरेक्शन से रिचार्जिंग करता है. ड्रम में भी आप होल्स में करेंगे ना हॉरिजॉन्टल रिचार्जिंग के लिए, तो अल्टीमेटली कुछ ना कुछ सिल्ट तो तब भी आएगा. एक छोटा सा जो चैम्बर होता है ट्रेंच का, अबाउट ट्रेंच आई कुड नॉट डिवोट मच टाइम. A small trench will help you. Now, you may say, so each year silt will be added. Granted. But that silt will be alluvial soil. It is gold for the farmer or for the plants or for the trees. So each year, हम लोगों के बचपन में, during our childhood, our parents and forefathers, grandfathers, they were very eager to collect it and add it to their own field, plow field.
Correct, sir.
So it is a voluntary movement. It can be started. People need to be convinced about the good aspect that you need not add chemical fertilizer. This will be saving your money and giving you more organic food. Next.
Sir, there is one query which is quite related to the ongoing discussion only, which says where there, Mr. Paritosh Tyagi ji has asked this, where thin layers of clay or black cotton soil exist, will it be advisable to puncture such layers to interconnect aquifers below?
वही मैंने बताया कि पंक्चर तो हम करेंगे, लेकिन 60 फीट नहीं जाएंगे, थर्ड एक्विफर नहीं जाएंगे, फोर्थ एक्विफर नहीं जाएंगे, सेकंड एक्विफर भी नहीं जाएंगे. वी विल नॉट गो टू सेकंड एक्विफर और थर्ड एक्विफर और फोर्थ एक्विफर. Just go up to first aquifer, which is now dry, but once upon a time it had water. Just puncture up to first aquifer, that's all. Next.
Next we have Avinash Tyagi ji.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
This is Avinash Tyagi. Sir, excellent work which you have been doing. But my concern always has been the pollution issue. The polluted water generally goes into the ground, and that really creates much bigger problem than what it is in present, basically. So how do we control that? How do we keep quality control in there, basically?
Yes.
In our
Yes, very good. Got your point.
Second part of my question is regarding the, you were talking about Resident Welfare Association. I am also living in such a society, and we have got structures made. The capacity is good, everything is good, but we do not find competent contractors to clean it every year, basically. How do we do this? Skill in water harvesting, although the science is very simple and straightforward. Yeah. So what do we do about it?
Okay, please. Now listen to my answer. You see, this is a very pertinent question raised. In Delhi, again, I'm adding to one example. They give it to contractors. Unfortunately, the water is such an issue where there must be zero tolerance to inefficiency, zero tolerance to corruption, zero tolerance to inefficiency. I want to help the people of NCR or anywhere in India in getting right kind of models. So each and every district of India, that is 741 districts are there in India. If not 741 districts, just divide by 4. I mean, all the divisional commissioner headquarters should have one water conservation theme park where correct models are being implemented or constructed. I want to make it. I want to add to the welfare of the people by having economical systems. Your first point was pollution. very good. Most of the states, I think many states have enacted Water Management and Regulation Act, and National Green Tribunal also and Water Management and Regulation Act also prohibits direct recharging of the aquifer, and this is a very good point. Solution is my model, Modi's pollution-free and economical model. That is my solution of water recharge system. And again, in that model also, there are 3-4 sub-models. So all these will take care of. I have been researching on my own for last 15 years, practical research, not theoretical, not parroting. It will solve the problem. About the incompetence of contractors, here I appeal to Sri G. Ashok Kumar and all the officers of the center, of the Delhi government, of UP government, of any state government, to please add such passionate persons like me who have a passion for water recharging and pollution-free models. That can be.
I just add one more point to what you said, sir. This is a concept which Water Mission has been propagating. Is called Jal Shakti Kendra. Jal Shakti Kendra.
Actually, there are some housing societies at NCR Delhi. Now, Delhi government or some municipal corporations are giving probably 50% of subsidies to those housing societies who are starting water harvesting models. But they are not allowing new partners, new passionate men to enter into the field. They ask for how many experiences do you have? Oh, experiences I have in recharging, in developing the models, but not for commercial projects. I'm not a commercial man. I want to help with semi-commercial and semi-green movement. So I want to help, ask you, and please interact in some ways or the other with the officers or engineers of these municipal corporations of Delhi and anywhere, to add such passionate persons for water harvesting fielding.
Okay. Yes, we are soon having a meeting with the Delhi Jal Board and the officials there, because last week also I had requested the Secretary Renuka Sharma Madam, आपके batch में थी होगी, so she is urban secretary, and then with Delhi Jal Board Nikhil se बात करेंगे. So
but the Renuka Kumar 87 batch.
So no, Nikhil is junior batch है, 95, 96 है, but Renu Sharma is there, 88 batch IAS. She is the urban secretary. Renu Sharma madam. So
once the COVID days are over, we will have one-to-one talk, and we will like to be associated. We want India to raise the water table within, at the most, 16 months or 27 months.
Yes, yes.
So the target must be fixed. Target of raising the water level.
So Jal Shakti Kendra, sir, which you are mentioning. So what we are propagating from the National Water Mission is a Jal Shakti Kendra in every district headquarters. Basically, Jal Shakti Kendra would be telling people how to construct the rainwater harvesting structures in that appropriate that area. That's what we're looking at it. Okay. Thank you, sir. So somebody wants to talk, let him talk. Who wants to? Somebody was you want to some Madhav or somebody wants to talk. Let him speak.
Yes, next questions, please.
We have Mr. Umesh Desai.
Yeah, I am Umesh. I represent Aga Khan Rural Support Program India. And thank you for focusing, Mahendra ji, on this rainwater harvesting. And I just compliment and add to your point about roof rainwater harvesting. The Gujarat government has a policy and also support. And we had constructed, KRSP had constructed more than 10,000 of unit in coastal area. The rural area don't have any problem, just stored water and have applied NEERI methodology to purify the water, that is underground tank, collect through the pipes from roof to the ground. And all the NGOs and other partners has more than 1 lakhs of unit had constructed. And now there is a practice in particularly coastal area of Gujarat that any new housing is constructed by any people in the rural area, they had a roof water harvesting, and particularly this water they use for drinking and domestic use.
Got your point.
Sir.
Got your point. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm telling you there is difference. These sumps are already prevalent in Rajasthan and Gujarat.
Yeah.
Right before you also, mine model is slightly different. I'm relating it to arresting the global warming and this reducing the expenditure on electricity expenditure. This will totally energy free model, electricity free model, because my rainwater tank is not under the ground. It is not a sump. It is above the ground. It is for multi-story buildings. So there is a difference between this difference is a C difference. Okay, next.
Before I take up another next hand raise which we have, I'm also getting some messages from Mr. Madhav. Mr. Madhav, if you would like to ask something, please raise your hand, or maybe I can unmute you from our side. Mr. Madhav, can we unmute Mr. Madhav Jan Kalyan? You may please ask. Somebody from Madhav Jan Kalyan Foundation.
Hello.
Yes, please, please.
You may please go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, let's move ahead. We have Mr. Shashikant.
Yes, hello.
Yes, please.
Yes,
go ahead.
good afternoon, Modi sir. I am very inspiring you are giving the input as just like a IPS officers are taking the precaution of water in and just in our India. I am specially agriculture engineer. He is representing the BIAF, working in 14 states about the rural development work, especially in livelihood enhancement, and NRL is the one of the core component. But I'm very inspiring, sir, your thought and process, because of there is a need. Global warming is a happen over the world. Just my experience sharing with last 25 years, I'm working in that field. But after 73 years, we are struggling the water, and there is a very very demanding centers. But now this is the process, catch the water when and where. This is very good. But my concern is we are working with the democracy policy from block Gram Panchayat level to block level to district level to state level and region-wise level. But we are very good program of MG Narega, but practically we are implementing the drop, save the drop everywhere. This job is very practically challenges. I am the considering this platform. This is the very technology and very good, but we need the capacity building and mentality and behavior of the change of person. Just like because the initial idea this is and that is the very need. Catch the rainwater everywhere and every too. This is my concern as a humanity. And my technical concern is where you are explaining the pond 50 to 70% evaporation losses. So I am requesting please give the details on this website, because we are working last lot of area, and government of India and government of state government lot of means schemes are developing, and maximum is the evaporation losses is the big problem in India, especially pond surface pond. I want to study details about your.
Please give your question. Do you have any question? Otherwise, others may be waiting. What is your question?
Is my question is the evaporation losses saving due to pond 50 to 75%. I want on details this study.
You want about details. Okay. I'm telling you, I have my website www.jalgurumodi.com. JALGURUMODI. jalgurumodi.com. This is my website. Though these websites again need to be amended, further updated. Then my email ID you must note down, jalgurumodi@gmail.com. Again, jalgurumodi@gmail.com. We have floated recently a company that is called NeoWacs Private Limited, NEOWACS Private Limited. It means New Water Conservation Systems Private Limited. I want to enter this field with practical works with the help or in collaboration with CSR, or even with the cooperation with governments or NCR or housing societies there, if we are approved there. So among the panelists for working also, there should be a fair chance to all kinds of passionate people. Your concern about 50 to 70%, you see, all these can be tackled. You're right, a proper training, that is a must. Then training to the people, there will be, according to my plan, which I have made in detail in the book, there are details in the book how to make it possible. So for each village or each sector of a housing society, there may be 1 or 2 persons trained. The income is not to be given by the government, but the persons trained will be hired by the people themselves. They will make or help them technically to construct it. I will train those trainers, those field workers. Next, please.
Mr. Milind Patil from Maharashtra is wanting to know if any such model is available in Maharashtra or maybe, especially near Mumbai or Navi Mumbai.
No, at Mumbai or Navi Mumbai, it is not there. It is only in 4 states that I have worked on the ground. But lectures I have given in almost 23 states plus UTs. In Navi Mumbai or Mumbai, again, I'm telling, let the COVID period end. We want this company to work. We want CSR because we need some funding. I can give technical research, I can give practical models, I can supervise the quality works, but I am not a moneyed man. So I can't do it everywhere because there is no funding to me. Next.
Mr. Rajendra Pawar. Can we have Mr. Rajendra Pawar?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, I will just introduce, I'm Rajendra Pawar, retired secretary from Water Resource Department, Government of Maharashtra. I have 2 questions. First one and the most important is, now the presentation done by Mr. Modi is very nice and very practical one, but I think the focus on the survey or the strata, soil strata required for this ground recharging is somewhat missed out. Because in my state, in Maharashtra, we have around 2/3 of the state area covered by Deccan Plateau and the compact basalt rock. And whatever soil portions we have, those are having black cotton soils which are impermeable. So in such situations, will all these models work? This is the first question. And secondly,
just a minute. You will ask the second question second time. Let me answer the first question.
Okay, please.
Otherwise, it will be washed out. You see, I have been to your Kaneri Mutt, Siddhagiri Mutt. Okay, it is 245 kilometers from Pune. I have been there, and I have traveled to some parts of Maharashtra. I tell you that for any clay soil, I have already answered this question 2-3 times. That for clay soil or black soil, you have to penetrate up to the first aquifer only. Don't go to second or third or fourth aquifer. This I have already made clear. Number 1. Number 2, about the surveys you are talking about. Again, I'm cautioning you. This is typically technocrats model, typically a bureaucrat model. I'm sorry to use these terms. This is my experience. You see, whatever resources, what is the resource crunch for India after COVID? 23.9% negative GDP growth. So how much money will you collect? our target, Modi's target is, what is my target? My target is to raise the water table within 27 months. Some areas 3 months, some areas 16 months, some areas 27 months. That is 1 monsoon, 2 monsoons, 3 monsoons. For these, if you go in for surveys, you are missing out 80% coverage, means 80% of recharging works. So if you want a survey, all these methods have failed India, unfortunately, for all these 74, 75 years. We are too much of technocrats. जब हमारे पास टेक्नोक्रेट नहीं थे, इंजीनियर नहीं थे 50 साल पहले, तो हमारे कुओं में 5 फीट नीचे पानी होता था, तालाबों में पानी होता था. So this is another aspect. I'm sorry to say I differ from you. Your model is certainly there, but it doesn't cover all the 100%. It covers less than 25%. Okay.
So you mean to say without knowing the water soil strata
I'm not
below?
100% denying. I'm saying it is less than 25%, not needed in 100% cases.
No, Pawarji, I'll answer. Pawar, I'll
Please,
answer you.
please.
So,
Please.
see, if you look at
Anyway, this is not the place to debate.
No,
Let
no,
us
debate.
go in for questions.
Just one
It's
second.
not debate, it's just
In our water mission, the Catherine clearly say that appropriate rainwater harvesting structures appropriate to soil substrate and climatic conditions.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
very important because climatic conditions जो Ladakh में suitable है, that's not suitable in Rajasthan. So Rajasthan में suitable is not, so various soil conditions. So जैसे आपने
Yes.
बताया, this subsoil substrate
Okay.
हिसाब से करना पड़ेगा, and the national aquifer mapping is going on. So,
Yes.
but then our idea is actually to have, as I was mentioning about earlier, we want to have Jal Shakti Kendras in every district, because the person holding the fort in Jal Shakti Kendra will be knowing the water, water soil strata. See, if you send a model from Delhi, that will not fit all over the country. It has to be localized model. जो
Yeah.
वहाँ के एरिया पे क्या करते हैं, कौन सा वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग स्ट्रक्चर बना सकते हैं,
Perfect.
उसी के
Perfect.
आधार पर बनाना है. So that's what we're looking at.
Exactly.
Jal Shakti Kendra for every district based on the substrata. Okay, thank you.
Yes, besides, I just wanted to highlight
next
this
question
only. Thank you. My next question is
so
again
next question-
somewhat related to this, but the focuses on the water literacy. See, we are having two types of works. One funded fully by the government, like so many missions, so many campaigns, and we are executing. But most of them fail because the people don't think as of their own. So to have the people's participation, and if you success in getting their contribution in kinds, may not be financially, then certainly it works very well. And the local people knows the local conditions, including the ground strata and everything. I think the literacy part should also be focused for such missions and for the execution of these works. This is another.
Thank you, Pawarji. And due to paucity of time, I will stop you here itself. And thank you so much for joining in for the question answer session. And sir, to be honest, I would like to share that there are many more hand raised and a lot of questions here with me which have come in the chat box. But due to paucity of time, we won't be able to take it forward during this talk now. And whosoever wants to ask more, I would just like to inform you that you'll get the answers for all these questions. And if you have not asked it till now in the chat box, please write it to us, and we'll be sharing the FAQ, which will be uploaded on the website of National Water Mission. So if you have any query pertaining to today's topic, you may please write to us, and we'll be more than happy to answer and take it forward at the National Water Mission's website in the FAQ section. I hope you all found this overall program interesting. Ashokji, would you like to conclude the program?
Okay, thanks. Let me take this opportunity to thank Mahendra Modi sir for giving this wonderful lecture, practical lecture, because पिछले कई webinars हम कर रहे थे, that many of them, as you rightly said, मतलब theoretical चल रहा था, but then this is was a very practical session, सबके लिए भी काम आ गया था. So it was thank you sir for your guidance, and we definitely like to link up with you and National Water Mission so that the message is spread across. One point which I would like to again stress is that water is all divided. There is a urban sector water, there's a rural sector water, there is a agriculture water, there's a rural drinking water. So actually water is one, but somehow हमने जैसे bureaucracy में पूरा divide करके रखा है, so that's why there is no single source for managing water in a district. इसीलिए we had suggested.
Yes, district wise it will change. Region wise models will change. Certainly there will be modifications.
Sir, even water also, subject is handled by different departments in a district. ये तो urban में urban municipality handle करते हैं, rural में RWS handle करते हैं, some agriculture department handle something. So there's not a single unit which handles in a district. So इसलिए हमको भी अगर कोई चिट्ठी विट्ठी लिखना है तो it is very difficult to address water as one subject for the district. इसलिए we have taken up this campaign for Jal Shakti Kendra. So that one unit which will be a knowledge center for all the districts. जैसे आपने बताया, all information regarding to water in that district, what is the type of soil structure, what's rainfall, what is the quantity of water coming in, water budgeting कैसे कर सकते हैं, what are the crops which we taken up. Rajendra, you remember we would have done the Sahi Fasal in Aurangabad. So these are type of things which we were doing, sir. We also had a demand side management campaign. So a lot of things are happening there. So we would like to join you with you in your endeavor. We will also invite you for the talks in the Delhi Jal Board meeting so that you can also share your views with them, sir. So I once again thank sir for giving his wonderful ideas and practical ideas for catching the rain. So my request to all the panel people who are participating today, as sir was telling, we have only 1.5 months left. Or not even very little time left. So we should try to catch the rain despite COVID. We have some difficulty because with that. But since we have been building up this momentum for last 1 year, catch the rain campaign had been going on. As I said, Nehru Kendra people have reported that nearly 2.25 crore people have joined the campaign. So it is a message is very clear. So we should try to improve the water literacy and make people aware of this necessity for catching the water, and hopefully by this season we will be catching maximum or much more than water ever conserved and caught earlier, so that we can have a Tanker Mukt Bharat in the next at least the next summer. Thanks a lot once again, all the panelists and all the participants I thank. So we remind you that every second Friday we have a 3 to 5. The National Water Mission is holding the Water Tech Talk, which is a highly niche subject, very highly technical topic, very technical oriented topic. And every third Friday we have this Water Talk, which is from various activists and people from the field. So I hope that all of you will join us in those water talks and enrich us. Thanks a lot, sir.
Dhanyawad, Shubhkamnaएं.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mahint sir. And it was wonderful listening to your informative talk. And I echo Ashok sir's words. It was wonderful. You spoke about the practical knowledge and everything. And like Ashok ji mentioned, every second Friday we have Water Tech Talk. Every third Friday we have Water Talk. And for all of you, please stay safe, stay home, and utilize your time constructively. And as a communicator of water, like we just mentioned about the water literacy, I would like to highlight that there are a lot of programs which are on. If you're not able to participate on ground, so maybe there is an option of participating, knowing more about the water resources by sitting right in front of your computer, in front of your mobile. You can just participate in a lot of activities, and one such activity is also Ganga Quest, which is on, and the registrations are extended till 29th of May. So please play, enjoy it, and utilize your time in knowing about your own rivers. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you soon.